guys, welcome back to the workshop. So today in this video we're going to be making a wee bit of modification to my tool post, as I snapped the wee arm that I put on it to clamp it down, and I'm wanting to incorporate a wee thrust bearing onto it, so I'll show you, then we'll get in about it. This wee bit here is what I got with it, and I upgraded to this quick change one, but when I tightened it, it ended up there. So I just drilled one on the opposite side, this one here, but it snapped off. I actually snapped off ages ago, and I've been using vice grips just to tighten it, but I'm getting fed up of doing it, so and you need to tighten this down real tight for that not to move. And I learned that by putting a thrust bearing under that, you only need to tighten that a small wee bit before that becomes solid. The idea is to make something similar to this, but we can fit this up inside it so that the thrust bearing is pushing down on this rather than the bottom of that, which mars it right up. And I've just got enough room to put a bigger bit on that, because I still need to be able to put that in and turn them. So that bit, the outer side of this is going to be real thin, but it doesn't need to be thick. It's simply to cover these bits here where that come down. So a wee bit of lathe work, a wee bit of mill work, drilling and tapping. I think I might reuse that. I don't see why not. We'll just need to take it off this bit. 23.6, so let's just put it at 24. I just want to make sure that that'll be perfect. I'm going to change chucks to my bigger chuck so that I can grab this further in. I don't need a tailstock. Looking at this bit, we want these bits, and we're going to thread our handle into. We want them to be above this. Just get enough. Oh, actually, I've made that too small. Oh well, we need to start again. I have not. 24. I'm not really gained myself much, and that's no, because I need to take all this bit away as well. So that's no. I'll just put this in the scrap bin for another day. I've got this bit here, and this is a piece of, I think it's an EN11, so it's a lot harder than the stuff we were just, the stuff we were just turning there was just milled steel. I mean, this is a kind of type of tool steel, EN11. I'm not sure about all the different types, but it certainly is a lot harder than just milled steel. So I still need to make this curve, but I think I think we'll start boring this bit out so we can fit this up. Let's get a big drill bit out. Got a 20mm one there. We've got a moss taper too, so that's perfect. We'll just go right in with this one. .5, so a wee bit more. So I'm just going to quickly take this off and figure out what the threads are on that. Right, so that's an M10 with a 1.5 pitch. There we go, perfect. That's perfect, man. So for our M10 1.5mm thread pitch, we want a 8.5 an 8.5 drill bit. 7, 8.5. There we go, nice. Right, let's get it back in and we'll form our wee angle here. Really, we don't want it to be any higher than this part. We're about 20 here. If I measure it there, that part is about 40. So as I said, we're going to take it to about 38. I'm going to use this insert and I'm just going to turn it that way a wee bit again, because that's just a bit too steep. Be about there like that, man. That's plenty out the way, plenty clearance. I don't think I've brought that down enough. I'm just going to try and wrap it in tape and put it back in and try and bring that down. I think that's us. It's looking a lot better. Right, so what I think about next is a wee lever. I don't know if I want to thread it in or just have a hole that I can just slide it in and use it, so I don't need to thread it in and out, in and out. And then we can think about making something like this. I want to get this into the mill and drill a hole, and I'll need to try and figure out this angle here. And then I've got this bit of steel here I've not got a bit of steel thin enough. Well, I have, but it's not big enough. So I think I'm going to use this to turn down a lever. And all my current subscribers will know what this is for. You remember? It's for the vice. Looks about 45 degrees, but might be a bit more. There we go. That looks pretty good right there. Bang on. And then I broke through there. I'm just gonna turn it so that it can slot down in. Far more functional and practical to be able to just slide it in place and then lever it, clamp it, rather than threading it every time. Nice. Right. We're not going to try that yet. I need to clean up first. Maybe a few of you picked this up. See, I never test fitted it to know where to put this so that it was sitting in the right bit. What I plan to do is just set the threaded rod at a certain bit, and that will give me the position that I want. Right, first we want to take our rod off. Make sure it goes in nicely. Alright. Fits first. Aye man, that's pretty nice in there. A wee bit of up and down movement. But nah, exactly how I thought. Right, so it's exactly where we don't want it. Really, I guess it doesn't even really matter where that is, because I can just take it out. But really we want it to be here. Get it half a turn backwards. That up in there. 1, 2, 3. I messed it up there, man. I had it in the vise. When I checked it there, it was sitting like that way, so I thought I'll move it back a wee bit. But as I done it, it moved in the vise and it got squished. I knew it was going to be thin, this, and it has to be this thin for it to fit. I just got to put it in the lathe and we'll just turn that bit away. How can I lock this down in place when I've got it off? I'll see if I've got a bolt. I may have a bolt. Nice. So I had to take a bit off that there, as you've seen. That's a shame, man. It's my own mistake, but sorry, but it's still going to function and do what it needs to do. Only going to get metal chips in there. Let's just get a bit of grease. Not too much. Right, let's get it on. Let's hope it sits in the right place. It should. Right about there. There you go. Nice, man. See, as I said before, I had to put a lot of pressure to this for that not to move. So I just want to see how much pressure
Right, so there we're getting tension there. Still move it there. A wee bit more. A wee bit more. Just barely move it. Now we'll get a good. And that's solid, man. Oh, sweet, honestly. Aye, just something like this. It just changes the usability of the machine. It truly does. Say for the last month or two I've been using my vice grips to loosen it, but aye man, nice. So let's take a couple of wee practice cuts. It was a 1mm depth of cut and then a 2mm, and I did not like that at all. No. It performs just as well as it did before. Saying the button insert, you know, that is a good tool, but you know, it's only for certain operations. These wee diamond inserts work really good at taking deep cuts, powered right through that without any vibration, and that's a nice surface finish, you know what I mean? So it's a fun wee tool, and it's very, very
there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a really satisfying thing to solve, because I've been using my mold grips and that far too long, and I knew what I had to do. I just had to get my hands on, you know, a thrust bearing, and it worked out perfectly, and it's so easy to use now. You don't need to use a lot of force to tighten it, you know, and I'm still amazed and surprised at the capabilities of these wee mini lathes. The biggest problem is rigidity. You know, it's not got a lot of mass. Each of the parts don't weigh that much, so you would expect that it wouldn't be able to take like deep cuts and stuff. But you see there yourself, easy 3mm depth of cut and carbon steel. So aye man, they are definitely worth the money and the time, because that's the one thing, if you buy one of these machines, you do need to put a bit of time in it just to finesse it and just to correct it, just to make it that bit more rigid. You can do a lot to it to improve the usability of it and just be fun to use, because when you bring it out the box, it's, to me, it's no ready to be ran. Say, when I was looking at the mini lathes, I was going to just buy one for like Amazon. They get them right for the factory in China. The product you get is the result of the fact that it made it in China. This one here that I got in particular, I bought for a company called Warco, and they take their machines and they improve a lot of stuff. They do a lot to just improve the machine, but still, nonetheless, when I got it, there was still things that I knew that I could do to make it more user friendly, more rigid, and a few of the projects you've seen here on the channel. But aye man, they can do a lot, and you can do a lot with these wee machines. Say, I've cut a stainless steel on this, high carbon steel, tool steel, taking deep cuts in it, leaving nice surface finishes. So they're definitely worth the money if you're willing to put a bit of money and time into it. I'm definitely happy with a mini lathe, and it's cheap enough but that you can pick one up for a couple £100, you know, and come out and work in it and build on your skills. So I'll let you get going, guys, alright? Got a few different projects in the next few months that I'm going to be focusing on the lathe. Loads of projects. I've always got hundreds of ideas, you know, but it's finding the time or the resources, whatever it may be, to implement that, you know. It's there's definitely loads of projects that I'm going to get to that, I'm going to do that, and I do eventually get to it, but you know how it is. So I'll let you go on, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next project. And don't forget, build something. See you later.